name's Zoe, and I want to start really getting my writing out there. I'm a junior in college now, and I think it's time to really start working on that because I don't think I have been doing enough. So I'm going to start reading my poetry. I'm not sure if that's something that people like, but I have a blog where you can read my poetry to yourself, but sometimes I think poetry is really powerful when you can hear the person who wrote it speak it. Some of my all-time favorite poems by slam poets and also non-slam poets, when I've heard them read it, it just adds a new dynamic to it. So I'm going to start and see what happens. So the first one I'm going to read is called Blood, Crime, Government, Faith, Flying, and Soulmates. And it's kind of just the reason why I write and the reasons and the people, and so I think it's an important one to start with so that whoever watches these can get a feel for why I do what I do. So, here we go. Blood, crime, government, faith, flying, and soulmates. On I-25 from Denver to the San Luis Valley, on the side of the road sits a tree. Single, naked, small, slightly taller than me, beautiful in its loneliness, the tree shakes poetry. I write for lonely trees. Doves, rain, the two braced-faced 12-year-olds kissing behind cabin 6. For the teacher who wants blood, because writing isn't my costume or mask, because in a poem I can't lie, because words are a second chance. I write for the boy who took the love I gave him and set it on another girl's nightstand. I write because I'm afraid of what will happen when I stop. I write to make bullets and bombs, not to mend hearts but to break them, because the only way to know it beats is to shatter it. I write because I don't believe in heaven or hell, I believe in reincarnation, and I hope to return in the words of Sylvia Plath. I write for the girl who had the most fun at recess, though she played alone, for the boy who likes my smile, for the boy who wouldn't kiss me when the bottle pointed at him. I write because I can't do math. All I know is paper plus pen equals a story. I write instead of crying, every letter a deliberate tear. I write because I didn't party when Osama bin Laden died, because any death is a death. I write for the people of the Westboro Baptist Church who breathe hate. I write because the government can't stop me. I write for bullies, victims, casualties, warriors, robots. I write for my mom because she doesn't know how incredible she is, but I'm determined to show her. I write for my sister because I wish I was as strong, as beautiful, as determined as her, but I will settle for making her proud. For my dad because he has always been my biggest fan, and I'm his. I write because swinging is like flying. I write because I know the difference between falling and flying. I write for my grandma who sends me inappropriate jokes that make even the worst days better. For my grandpa who wears a shirt with grandma's face on it, she who must be obeyed. For my grandma who I miss. For my grandpa who I write about most because in a poem he's not so far away. I write for Colorado because I love snow, rain, sun, and falling leaves. I write for my best friend because she showed me soulmates are real. I write because I not only grew up with a dad, I grew up with a Joe who believes in my writing more than I do. I write for me because I believe in magic, the power behind the word, the danger, the opportunity, the loneliness, shedding leaves, naked and alone, screaming poetry. Thank you. Side note, so I forgot to look at this poem, and there's a part when I talk about my 4 grandparents, and when I wrote this poem originally, the second grandma that I mentioned was still alive, and I wrote about how she has the strength of just the Rocky Mountains, strength to move the Rocky Mountains. That's what I wrote originally. because of how she coped with my grandpa's death, who died last summer. But she passed away this summer, so I need to work on that section. Um, but yeah, I hope you guys liked it, and my goal is to post 2 poems a week. I have quite a bit of poetry and also stories, but I'm not sure if I'm going to post those. But I'm also going to post my blog in the description so that you could read my stories if you wanted to. Um, yeah. I also take suggestions about my poetry, so if anyone has any things that they would like to see changed in that poem, let me know. Thanks for watching.